Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. Today I'm going to be making some wonderful scrambled egg bacon bites. This is another good breakfast to grab and go. Real super easy and inexpensive. I took a whole pack of Kirkland bacon. That's my go-to bacon. I love that one. And basically it's right here. I chopped everything except for about 8 pieces. I have it here, so we're ready to go there. I didn't want to do the bacon, while I was on camera because you guys know I always do my bacon. What kind of bacon I use? I very rarely use a different kind of brand. So I just didn't want to waste the time. So I have some wonderful Colby Jack cheese here. I've got it shredded. Delish. So I'm going to put that there. And we want a lot of cheese because that's how our egg bites are going to go. So what I'm going to do is I went ahead and put some olive oil in all my little muffin pan slots here. And I'm just going to mix in all that olive oil here. You want to get a lot of olive oil so you don't want your eggs to stick. So we're good there. So now what we're going to do, super easy. We're just going to start cracking our eggs. I'm going to do 12 because it's going to be our breakfast. This is something we've been doing now for a while. This is what we eat in the morning because I can go ahead and grab mine and take it to work with some pepper on it. My husband grabs his and he has Tabasco, and my son grabs his and he has ketchup. So this works really good for our family. That's why I've been making these like crazy. Now I have something else like this on my channel, but it has meat as my bottom. This time I'm going to switch it up. Cheese is going to be my bottom. And then we're going to do the egg, and we're going to put the bacon in last. And the way these come out, they're super, super moist, super juicy because all that cheese just comes up when it's baking. Oops, we don't want to leave any shell in, so we're good there. Sometimes I'm messy when I do eggs. And I did 12. Because it's about an egg for the little muffin rounds. Okay, so we got all that taken care of. We're just going to go ahead. I'm going to beat with a fork first because I'm one of those, I like the eggs broken, my yolks broken real well. So I like my egg. The more yellow I can do it, so I basically puncture my egg because that's how I like it. I'm not a real big egg white fan. I mean, I go through spurts, but I really like the yolk. And that's, in my opinion, just delicious. So I'm always stabbing mine. So that's why I just want you guys to see. And I do it in this because I can pour easily into the muffin tin. But if you want to use a spatula, use a spatula. And so this is what I do. Oh, and I do get some on me too at times because I am messy. But like I said, I have to have the yolks broken. I don't want to really see... sometimes when I go out to restaurants, I'll see my scrambled eggs. A lot of white in my scrambled eggs. I don't like that. But this probably takes me the most time, so I'm good there. Oh, guess what, too? And if you use your fork and you did happen to get a shell in, it'll come out that way, too. So just puncture the yellows. Oh. So my bacon, I cook it at 350 for about 45-50 minutes. That's normally how I do my bacon. I always do my bacon in the oven on a sheet pan because I like it to come out a certain way. I want the length of the bacon. I don't like when my bacon is curly. So our pan is greased. Our eggs are nice and yellow. So we're good there. I'm going to give a quick wash because I want to touch my cheese. So I'm going to give a quick wash. Got some bleach water, got some soap, And I do not believe I will use all that cheese, but I just wanted to have a lot of cheese. Plus, you know, when I'm grating cheese, I grate it all at one time or as much as I can, because now I grate all my cheese. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I put it in my pans, my muffin tin. I do it generously because if you do it this way, the cheese is going to come up and it's going to get in the middle of the egg when it's cooking, and it is absolutely just delicious. So what I'm going to do is just put it in my tins, and if I need to add more to a tin, I'll go back and add more after the fact. Right now, okay, we're good there. But doing it this way is so creamy. I love doing things different too, because then we get a little bit different taste. This one actually is like scrambled eggs with bacon. It's awesome. My other one, I love it with my pancetta, and it's a more like a hard boiled or a soft hard boil when I get done baking it. A couple really great things to do. Also changes your breakfast up slightly. And the funny thing is it's probably because you're using a chopped bacon this time. The other one is a nice soft ham, or it is pancetta, or it is prosciutto, because you can use either one. Depends on how you can get it. As long as everything is thin sliced, you know, you're all good. So I put a nice amount of cheese in here. That one has a little too much, I believe. Okay, so everything looks fantastic. So it's basically just like that. Okay, one more mix of egg. What was nice this weekend about some eggs, not quite as expensive as they have been, so I was really quite excited about that. So all I'm going to do is start pouring egg in. You want to let it go down, soak in. You can always go back and put more in. And remember, we have bacon for the top. And this is what we're going to do. I'm not going to salt or pepper anything. Salt from the bacon is good. I pepper them after the fact, you know, when I go to eat them individually. And if you didn't happen to have enough, no worries. Throw another egg in, or just make 11 or 10 or whatever. But normally I come out pretty good. Sometimes I have one that's a little bit short. But you don't have to make this many anyways. This is the one thing about this recipe. You do not have to make as much. But let me tell you something. This is a good recipe to use, because these will sit in the refrigerator for 4 days, and they taste just as good 4 days later, in my opinion, than they did the first day I made them. So basically, it's 1 egg per muffin tin. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my bacon, and you know me, I'm an overstuffer, so I always have my measurement here. I put in 1 tablespoon of bacon to each one. And normally I make 2 rounds of bacon. I don't normally just make 1. But because, you know, I'm just showing you guys, I only did 1 today. But normally I make 2. So I have bacon for the week, for an omelet, for the egg bites. I may have to cut more too. If you don't like bacon, you don't have to use it. These are fantastic with just the cheese. Okay. But I'll cut the rest of the bacon and I'll put that in there. And what I'm going to do after I cut it, I thought I was going to be able to skate by. I am not going to skate by. So what I'll do, instead of stopping you guys, what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut bacon for 2 more. And then what I'm going to do is just leave it exactly how it looks. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put it in the oven for 14 minutes at 350, and then we'll be back. Welcome back. Okay, hey, we just got them out of the oven. I cook mine for 14 minutes at 350. I have a really hot oven. So first thing I do when I take them out of the oven, I go ahead and take my spatula and I go right around the sides. Let me show you here. Let me show you how we do this. And I do it to each one. That's the first thing I do. And then what I do is then I just pull them out. This is how they're gonna look. They look absolutely fantastic. So I'm gonna put these 3 right here. And then I went ahead, so I wouldn't burn my mouth, because you know me, I can't wait for 2 minutes. I wanted to cut one so you could see. You see that different color or the moist looking interior? That's actually the cheese. That is fantastic. So since I cut mine open, I'm gonna take a bite. But what I wanted to tell you guys is these are grab and goes. Look, you could take these right off the plate and walk out the door, put them on a napkin. Let's go. Put them in your little dish. We're ready to go. Let me take a bite. Fantastic. You can taste the cheese, the bacon, egg. Absolutely delicious. Okay, I'm not going to take any more bites because I know how these taste. These taste fantastic. I was going to tell you one thing. We went to Costco. Instead of having the Kirkland bacon, we wanted to try the crumbled bacon Costco sells. So that means any store you go to, you can use as long as it's real bacon, you can use the bacon bits. We used that and it came out fantastic. So if you would like to try my recipe, I'd be most grateful. If you like the content, if you would please like, share, and subscribe, I'd be most grateful. Thank you for all my wonderful subscribers. Have a blessed day today.